Hi, I created an international relations module. This is the first time we are offering it as an online course, and we had some students that had issues with the basic theories. So I wanted to break down the basic theories and give some little micro units to explain them, as well as some little checks so that they could see how they were doing. And this is kind of the overview of what it looks like. And then I'm going to actually show you the preview of it. It starts with an introduction, and it has a pre-quiz here, and then with the pre-quiz they're able to answer some of these questions about the international studies, and then they go to the next page, which is the concepts and theories, and it talks about the different areas, and that at the bottom it asks how well do they understand it, and basically their objective is to define these theories: realism, liberalism, and Marxism. And if they don't understand it, if they do understand it, then they're to go on to the next lesson about world trade. If they don't, then they should see the video above, this Bringing International Relations Theory to Life, as well as go to the next page for the practice terms, and then eventually move to the timeline. And it asks a couple questions. Do you know what it is? Hopefully. Liberalism again was and then here's the timeline that they can then look at. And this deals with basically identifying U.S. foreign policy from 1800 to the current times. And then once they've mastered that, then they go on to their world trade area. And then they talk about different competencies here. And then once they've discussed these international theories and the role of empires, then if they're ready to go on, if they understand, then they would go to the foreign policy crash course video. If they don't, then they'll go and study more terms and then watch the crash course video. And then it asked what are the most powerful organizations. Got it. Marxism. Got it. And then here's the video. And then this basically goes along with evaluating the foreign policy goals from 1800 to current day. And then it talks about a shift in the balance of power, and they're supposed to read this about sort of isolationism to interventionism. There's a video here, and if they understand it, then they'll go to the video on the next page. If they don't, they watch the optional video, and then they go to the practice terms. And then they talk about interventionism, and then this is how international relations, theories, and empires and their impact leading to war. So we're getting more granular with the objective. And if they understand this, then they go to the conclusion. And if not, then they look at the causes of war and practice that, then the conclusion. And then they have a matching. And imperialism was the first one, so that stays there. The second one, it stays there. Then they have a little paragraph that they can answer into. And then they've completed this and they can retake the post-test, which was the same as the pre-test, and they can see how they've improved. Thank you.